In fact, the very first time that I went to an SSPX church was
Heretic.
during the lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, people are going to get scandalized by this
Mhm.
because, look, Ashley and I have set our roots down in the fraternity.
Yeah.
I'm part of the confraternity. I pray for their holy intentions, for their growth, for everything. And I love the fraternity. That's where we set our roots. But my allegiance is to Christ. It's not to these religious orders or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's right.
And so when the church closed, and I'm not going to get into that, but when the church closed and we weren't able to go to mass for Easter, that was obviously very unprecedented for anyone. But for me in particular, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't not go to mass. I got
Mhm.
fed up of watching the live stream.
Yeah.
I needed to go. I needed to be there. And so I was gonna go to Ashley's house for Easter, and we were gonna live stream the mass. And the whole time I was driving there, I was like, I can't do it. I can't just sit and watch it anymore. And I remember that Taylor Marshall had gone to the society that morning, and he posted a tweet, and this is actually where the trad infighting really exploded,
Mhm.
because he decided he wanted to take his family to mass on Easter. And so I was inspired by him, and I went to pick up Ashley, and around Ashley's house where she was living at the time before we got married, was the society chapel for I think in LA. I
Yeah.
think in LA.
Arcadia, is
So
it?
yeah, Arcadia. It's called Our Lady of the Angels, I believe.
Mhm.
And so I picked her up, and she was dressed up, and I was like, all right, well, we're actually not gonna go. I think we were gonna drive to a church and just kind
Mhm.
of like,
Yes.
pray
See?
there for a minute.
Right.
And I was like, no, we're not doing that. Just make sure you're ready to go. And
Mhm.
we're gonna go to the society. And she was like, really? Like, are we really gonna do that? And
What a trash.
Ashley just wanted to go to mass,
Yeah.
so she didn't really ask any questions. And we drove over there. There was a big line. I remember the church is on the corner of a street, and there was a huge line of cars, like just waiting to get into the parking lot. And I remember thinking to myself, they got to do better, because this is so obvious, like it's obvious that there's a lot of people here and they're going into the church. And apparently they got in trouble a lot with that, because there was a lot of people going in there.
Mhm.
But we made a U-turn. We went into the line to get into the church, and we thought we were gonna park our car and see mass from the parking lot. But what they were doing was they had an altar at the side of the building, and Father, I wish I could remember his name, um, Father Burfitt, he was doing the mass. And it was kind of like raining, so they were under a canopy
Mhm.
next to the building. And the way that they were doing it was every 30 minutes they were having a mass. And so when it came time in the mass for communion, they would have the cars drive in, and then you would park your car, get out of the car, kneel, and then you would receive communion, and then they would usher you out. And they gave us a little a blessed palm, because
Mhm.
we weren't
Yeah.
able to have those.
Constant. Yeah. Wow.
And I'll never forget that moment. I mean, Ashley was bawling because
Mhm.
we hadn't received Holy Communion in such a long time. And I really wanted to thank the priest, but I just didn't feel like it was appropriate, because I had just received our blessed Lord, and I just wanted to have that moment with Christ, and to offer thanksgiving for that. So we left, and I've been meaning to reach out to him and say thank you.
Well, I'm on the
But
show.
it seems like if things get worse again, I'll probably go back.